All right, welcome everyone. Welcome to the session on digital marketing for your career and business growth. My name is Deepesh Sharma. I'm the digital marketing manager at Digital Vidya. I could see a lot of people joining in into this session. And why don't we start with a brief introduction about myself and Digital Vidya. So although Pradeep was about to lead this session onto this topic of digital marketing for your career and business growth, but he got to travel urgently. That's why I'm the one who would be leading this session for you all. So I am a BTech graduate and I started my career way back in 2010. And like my journey from a BTech graduate to a marketing manager or digital marketing manager has been really interesting. And let me share the story behind that. So at that point of time, I had good interest into video editing and I knew about video marketing and all those stuff. I also knew about various freelancing websites like Fiverr.com, freelancer.com, elance.com. So what I used to do earlier was I used to take on a lot of freelancing work from those websites and I started delivering those works. Eventually I got to know, or I just realized, like, why to be dependent on these websites? Why not to create something as of your own asset? So at that point of time I took a decision, and I would say that was one of the best decision I have taken for my career at in my life. So I started my first venture named editings.in, and I started delivering those video editing services under the umbrella of editings.in. And that's how I entered into the world of digital marketing. I I Video editing was something I used to do out of my interest, but by the time promoting editings.in, I realized like digital marketing is something what I'm passionate about. I used to do whatever possible way of promoting editings.in. I started learning a lot into digital marketing. I used to interact a lot on various blogs. I used to attend such similar digital marketing webinars way back in 2000, 2011. I run that my startup almost 2 years. And that was a time when I was into my college in my third year and fourth year. I opted out from my campus placement because that used to be into traditional software-based companies, TCS, Infosys, Mahindra, the companies which used to come in my campus. Instead, I joined an e-commerce company based out of Jaipur, had a salary of just 5,000 rupees per month. Trust me, that was not at all motivating for me because my friends were getting much, much higher salaries than me. But my objective was not to earn money at that point of time. My objective was to furnish my learning into digital marketing. I used to interact a lot there with the SEM people, with these SEO guys, with social media team, overall digital marketing. And then after 6 months, I got an offer from Digital Vidya. I joined Digital Vidya initially into their design team, and now it's been almost 5 years I'm taking care of complete digital marketing initiatives for Digital Vidya. Be it the lead generation, be it search engine marketing, be it web analytics, be it brand building, online reputation management. I'm the one who is responsible for all those efforts. And I am one of the practitioner of digital marketing, I suppose like I would be the right person to take on this session for you all, expressing what my experience have been as a digital marketer and what you could look forward as a future for you into digital marketing. So that's a brief about myself. I would start with a brief about Digital Vidya as well. But like for the best utilization of bandwidth at your end as well as at my end, let me put my video off, and maybe once we would be having Q&A sessions, I will put my video on once again. So I'm just putting the video on. You could still hear my audio. My screen would be visible to you the way it was just 2 minutes back. Right. So let me share the history of Digital Vidya with you. So our co-founders Kapil and Pradeep, they accidentally touched the power of digital marketing. And like how did it happen was we created a product for IT professionals and students, and we wanted to promote that. Way back in 2000, co-founders, all they knew was conventional marketing channels. And they did try everything possible. They tried distributing leaflets, giving ads in the newspaper. In fact, they visited more than 150 ID institutions, thinking about these institutions would have access to a target audience. 3 months into the business, with all efforts and hard work, they couldn't sell even one license of the product. And while trying so hard and struggling, it was January 29, 2001, we discovered someone purchased our product from US at almost 5 times the price we were trying to sell so hard in India. And later we got to know the sale had happened through search engine optimization, which is an integral part of digital marketing. Since then, there was no looking back. Till 2009, we were helping informally, like speaking at conferences, sharing with professionals, helping friends and fellow batchmates about digital marketing. And in 2009, one of our friends suggested if you could do something formally, others could be benefited out greatly with your skills and expertise. And that's how the idea of Digital Vidya came into existence. So out of passion, we started Digital Vidya in 2009. Since then, we are on the mission of helping individuals and organizations in learning and leveraging digital marketing for their career and business growth. This has been a very exciting journey. So we completed 7 years last year, and this was a cake we cut onto our seventh anniversary. And you could see the one of the change we had into the cake of seventh year versus that of sixth year was we added mobile into it. The reason is mobile has gone really, really big in last 1 year. You could just I'm sure you must have observed it on your own. The companies in India, if you talk about India market, so companies like Vivo, the companies like OnePlus, iPhone has become very much significant in last 1 year. So that's again one of the reasons. And if I will talk about another statistics, so that another statistics is from Smart Insight, which is a company does a lot of service. So they did a survey in India market, as well as in fact they did the survey for the Asia Pacific and Europe market, and they got to know like on an average people spend around 30 minutes on television versus 2 hours on desktop versus 6 hours on mobile. So that's the difference you could compare, and I'm sure you must have experienced something similar, like what percentage of time you spend on desktop versus TV versus mobile. So which clearly shows the difference. So that's why like we have significantly added mobile, specifically added mobile into this. Now into our journey, like in this journey of Digital Vidya, we have covered a lot of milestones. And one of the milestone was we partnered with Google in India in 2014 as their official digital marketing training partner. And we are the only company to have this partnership with Google in India. There are 15 of our program leaders who are the part of this engagement. And given these are the people who will lead your digital marketing certification program, that's one of the reasons why participants get so much of value. Like that, we have a lot of other milestones as well. We partnered with Microsoft, and I'll share with you one of the recent partnership towards the end of this session. So let's get started. I have already shared a brief about myself and Digital Vidya. Now, I want you to introduce yourself. So I'm just opening a poll in front of you, and I want you to just respond to this poll so that I get to know what is your objective behind learning digital marketing, as well as like what industry you belong from. Are you an entrepreneur? Are you a sales and marketing professional? Are you already a digital marketer, or you belong from some other category, which may be HR, finance, IT, or something like, or you are a student? So just respond to this query. I can see 60% people have already responded. So guys, just complete this poll quickly so that we move forward. Also, I would recommend you something. So throughout this session, do participate in every interaction, even if you have no idea about the question. The reason is if you participate, your recall for the answer would be much higher versus if you have not. So last 3 seconds, guys. 3, 2, 1, go. Thank you, everyone. Let me close the poll and share the results with you all. So we could see almost 15% people are entrepreneurs, 22% people are sales and marketing professionals, 5% are already digital marketers, 25% are students, and 33% belong to other categories, which may be IT professionals, HR, finance, and all of that. Great. Given the distribution of this audience, this will make the session even more interesting. And now let's directly jump into the world of digital marketing. We will learn what are some of the key areas of digital marketing. Then we'll see what are the different channels, as well as what are the best digital marketing case studies are there into the business. So you will learn directly from the brands. Then I will share with you an opportunity on how can you leverage Facebook advertising for lead generation. I'll give you an opportunity to work hands-on on Facebook advertising and experience it. And then I'll walk you through towards the exciting career opportunities into digital marketing, what kind of salaries people get into digital marketing, and most important, why today is the best time to be a part of this industry. Then I'll walk you through towards our flagship digital marketing certification program. I'll give you details about our course, including upcoming batch details and all of that. Then I'll have a surprise waiting for you all. I will also have a special gift on how can you transform your LinkedIn profile Whether you want to use LinkedIn for your career or business growth, your profile makes the biggest difference. And this exercise will help you create an effective LinkedIn profile. And last, we will move to active Q&A. However, if you have any questions in between, you can just use the questions panel and I will take those questions towards the end of the session. So also, like, I promise you all would have a great time into the session. You would have a great learning into this session, but I need a promise from you as well. And like, to have a maximum value of this session, take a place which is quiet. Put your phones aside and on silent so that you have a focused attention. Also, I assume that you are scheduled to be a part of this session for 1.5 hours. So like next 70 to 80 minutes, I promise you all to have a great time. Great. So let's move forward and directly jump into the world of digital marketing. And let's start with the first fundamental question, which is, what is digital marketing? And I'm sure many of you must be having your own meanings, your own definitions about digital marketing. So why don't you guys share first, what is digital marketing according to you? And you can do that as just, there is a hand raise option into the questions panel. So just raise your hand, and who all wanted to come on mic, I will unmute you and you can just share in a single sentence, what is digital marketing according to you? And if you have earlier raised your hand and you don't want to answer this question, I request you to kindly unraise your hand so that I'm not unnecessarily unmuting you. So I could see a lot of people have raised their hand. Shali, Hariom, Udesha, Yash, Aditya, Karthik, Kruti, Meenakshi. So let me start with Aditya first. So just a second. Let me unmute you, Aditya. Okay, so Aditya have dropped his hand. No, he's here. So Aditya, I have unmuted you.
Hi,
Yeah,
I think digital marketing is reaching out to the world from your home.
Great. Thank you, Aditya, for sharing that. Exactly. So digital marketing, earlier marketing used to be very localized, very traditional, very conventional. Now, with the emulsion of digital marketing, you can target people any part of the world. So given the way we have right now people from Europe, we have people from Dubai, we have people from Singapore, and almost like 100 to 150 people are there into this session joining right now from different parts of the world. So that's a kind of marketing available for you via the medium of digital marketing. So let me give another person an opportunity. So I'm unmuting Meenakshi. Meenakshi, go ahead. So Meenakshi, you are self-muted from your end. Just unmute yourself and then you can speak. Meenakshi, do you want to come on mic? You are self-muted from your end. Okay, I think there is some issue at Meenakshi's end. Let me give someone else an opportunity. So I'll give an opportunity to Shali. So Shali, I have unmuted you. Shali, go ahead.
I think through digital marketing, I think you can target a much larger audience than the other forms of marketing.
Great. Thank you for doing that. Yes, exactly. The way Shali has also mentioned, you could target much higher audience with the help of digital marketing. You don't need to restrict to specific geographies, specific targeting or STP, which is like segmentation targeting or positioning. You can create your own targeting, which could be the world available for you. The people who is online could be a target person for you as well. And further, depending on what your product is, what you are actually selling on, or what service you are providing, you can go much deeper into digital marketing. Now, let me share what is my meaning of digital marketing. So digital marketing is a process of reaching out to and engaging with your customers or users through digital media. If you notice, there are two things highlighted in here: reaching out to and engaging with. Any organization who wanted to reach out and engage with their customers or prospects, this platform is of immense use, and not just limited to sales and marketing professionals. For example, serving your customers, finding new talent, or doing market research, and of course various sales and marketing objectives like lead generation, brand building, customer acquisition could be achieved using digital marketing. And for the benefit of all, we'll keep the focus on how can you use digital marketing for your career and business growth. So I gave opportunity to some of you to come on mic and share the results. By the time we would move forward into the session, I'll give opportunity to more people to come on mic. So now with that, let's learn from some of the key digital marketing channels. So we will start with the first channel, which is search marketing. When you search for a keyword like digital marketing on a search engine like Google, you could see different sections of results. There are results on the top. There are results which are into the middle section, and there are results at the bottom section. Now, what I'm doing is I'm opening another poll in front of you. And the question is, out of these three sections, which section is a function of SEO results? Which section is a function of search engine optimization results, whether it is top section, which is highlighted in here, or the middle section, or the bottom section. So just choose out of the options available in front of you. Even if you have no idea about the answer, what it could be, I request you to just participate into this quiz. The reason is your recall would be much higher. You have better recall. You could remember much better way versus if you have not participated. So I could see 80% people have already participated. That's really great. So request remaining 20% people to quickly complete this poll so that we will move forward. So last 3 seconds, guys. 3, 2, 1, go. Thank you, everyone. Let me share the results. As 23% people have said, SEO is the central part of the result. So like as 28%, 23% people have said SEO is the central part of the result of the search engine page. So SEO is the process of getting your website ranked on search engines for relevant keywords. And given you cannot use any money to influence your ranking, it is also called the natural or organic search. While the results on the top and as on the bottom are the result of search engine marketing, or also called PPC or Google AdWords as a whole. Here, most important, most popular pricing model is PPC. That is why it is also called pay per click, which means like you only pay when someone clicks on your ad, not when someone sees your ad. And there are various disadvantages as well as advantages of both. The best results comes when you cross leverage them. For example, you run search engine marketing ad campaigns, figure out what are all your top performing keywords so that you could do SEO for them and you don't have to pay Google for that. Like that, you can cross leverage various different other channels as well. And what could be the other channels? So the next biggest channel is social media. When you use platforms like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, etc. to promote products and services, you are doing social media marketing. And given social media is a part of digital media, social media marketing is a part of digital marketing. Later in this session, we will discuss some of the best examples of businesses have been able to use social media for their growth. Then comes email marketing. Now, as for many of you thinking email marketing may be dead because of so much spam happening, or email marketing is having a database, sending mailers and seeing results. But trust me, even today, email marketing is one of the most effective as well as most competitive channels, even for B2B businesses. Second, it is an ocean in itself. Starting from your ability to create your relevant database, there are tools and techniques to do that. Once you have relevant people you want to reach out to, the next step is sending mailers and having good deliverability, which means like what percentage of your audience gets the mails in their inbox versus their spam or junk box. And that's a function of a lot of parameters like reputation of your domain, IP address, the email address from which you are sending your emails, the software which you're using, and all of that. Now, once people receive your email, them taking the actions you want them to take, maybe like subscribing to your service, buying your product, or something else. So that comes under the umbrella of email marketing, and that's the entire world of email marketing. As I shared earlier, email marketing is one of the most effective channel even for us. That is one of the reasons why consistently we get most positive feedbacks in email marketing module of our digital marketing certification program. Now let's move forward. The next important channel is inbound marketing. It is relatively a newer term coined by a company named HubSpot in 2006. There are various definitions of inbound marketing. One of the definitions as of Wikipedia is Inbound marketing refers to marketing activities that brings visitors in, rather than marketers having to go out and get prospects' attention. So all tools and techniques and strategies for generating inbound interest and converting that inbound interest to customers, then to brand ambassadors, is the entire world of inbound marketing. And there are two special aspects of inbound marketing. First, it has an impact on the entire customer funnel, starting from the strangers. Then they are becoming your visitors. Then they become your lead or prospect, someone who is interested in your product or services. Then they purchase your product and they become your customers. And finally, they become your promoters and referring your products to someone else. Second, it involves various other channels like social media, blogging, landing page, email marketing, and all of that. And because of these two reasons, inbound marketing is a very, very special and critical area of digital marketing. And like email marketing, we consistently get one of the most positive feedbacks in inbound marketing module of our digital marketing certification program. Even I'm also one of the trainer for inbound marketing. I take classes at point of time whenever there is any requirement. Other than that, we have a panel of like more than 30 trainers which are available for taking trainings at any point of time. So let's move forward. Then comes mobile marketing. As I shared earlier, mobile has gone really, really big and expected to go even bigger. There are various aspects of mobile marketing, which are like mobile SEO, mobile AdWords, mobile analytics, mobile app marketing, which is one of the latest area, and like how can you promote your mobile applications on mobile. Now, these are the core areas of digital marketing. There are various other areas as well. I will talk about them as we move forward into this session. Now let's jump into something very interesting, some of the top business case studies which I have for you all to just experience, where businesses have been able to use digital marketing for their growth and success. So one of the first case study which I'm sharing with you, and the term is called remarketing. Many of you must have experienced this. Some of you must be aware about it. Let me share a personal example. So since almost 7 to 8 years, we are doing digital marketing trainings at various geographies across various organizations and institutions. One of the program we did in past for IIM Raipur, and we were to travel for that workshop from Delhi. We saw Go Ibibo offering lowest price for Indigo Airlines tickets. So we were about to do a booking. However, on the final transaction page, there was some extra 200 rupees charged in the form of some taxes, which made the tickets little expensive. So we exited the website, and within a few minutes of exiting the website, what we could see when we were browsing other websites, we could see like these kind of ads coming onto all those websites we were visiting. We see this ad, Go Ibibo, Indigo Airlines, 700 rupees exclusive discount, which is available through this ad, but not on their website. Even on Facebook, we could see this ad. So remarketing or retargeting allows you to reach out to your audience who visited your website earlier and did not take an action you want them to take. That's a great way to improve your visit to lead or lead to sale conversion. I'm sure many of you must be having a recall for a similar experience as well, maybe with Digital Vidya as well. Let's move forward. Now, I want to give you a very interesting and recent example for an area called online reputation management. So Sania Mirza is a brand ambassador of OnePlus 3D. And to promote OnePlus 3D, last month on 17th, which is 17th May, she did this tweet. Not really a techie, but totally in love with OnePlus 3D in last few months. More in my story. She did not realize when you tweet, you have your phone name actually displayed in your tweet. That's iPhone, as you could see it highlighted in this image as well. She was promoting OnePlus 3D, but people got to know she is using iPhone. So in this situation where brands like OnePlus 3D could be in bad situation, how do you manage that? Although Sania deleted this tweet, but that might not have been the best scenario. How do you manage your brand in such crisis situation? And it is a very, very critical area of digital marketing. People there in digital marketing teams got to manage this. Now let's move forward. The next interesting example I have is for a business called Fasos, which is into selling kebabs, rolls, wraps. Many of you know about this company. This company possibly started from Pune, I think. So The people who are there from Pune might be knowing about this company. So in past, they have launched this system called Tweet to Order, which allows their customers to order via Twitter. Parallel example could be Domino's. You call Domino's, they already know your name and address. Similarly, for the first time when you register with Fasos, along with your Twitter address, you will share your name, phone number, and address. Once you are registered, if you want to order from them, what do you need to do? You just need to tweet a simple single liner tweet, for example, @Fasos order 4 kebabs. That's it. So now I want all of you to share in the question section what are the advantages for you as Fasos customers and Fasos as an organization. Again, all of you have 10 to 15 seconds to respond. Share what all the advantages you think for a system like this. So I'll give you like some time to quickly respond into the question section. So guys, just respond into the question section. What do you think could be benefit of such a system? Okay, Janice says quick communication, customer satisfaction. Exactly, that's a very quick. Like writing a 160 character tweet is just hardly few seconds. User friendly, Mohammed says user friendly. Satyam says it made easy to get service. Exactly, they had a lot of operational flexibilities. They don't have to take or keep even a single phone line, and like every order was documented. Easy to communicate, fast and convenient, real-time reach to specific target audience, customer retention. When people are lazy, go around and they can buy. Quick communication, quick, it is fast, service is amazing, time faster, reliability. Exactly, benefits could be quick services. Look from a perspective for users as well as for the organization. For what could be benefit for Fasos? Collection of data. That's right, Janice. They could collect a lot of data on Twitter. And in fact, like nobody has shared this, but this is a great example of word of mouth marketing. Whenever you are ordering something from Fasos, free advertising, yes, that has come. This is a great example of free advertising. Whenever you're ordering something from Fasos, your network get to know like you are ordering something from Fasos. The people which are there into your Twitter network get to know about that, and that's where Fasos is making its marketing. And like the system, this was created by one of our program leader, and that's how we got to know about their success. And like after implementing this system, this helped Fasos to increase as high as 10% of their sales within the first month of their launch. So that's the amazing way of using social media for your business, isn't it? Like many businesses have been using this from last many of years. It just kept creating. That's fine, like Pooja, that's fine. But still, like that's a great way of using digital marketing or social channels for a business, right? So now let's move to another case study, which is for a company named Cardeco. Many of you must be aware about this company, and one of the key reasons for their success is the way they exploited SEO to create massive reach and scale. As I shared earlier, SEO is getting your website ranked on various search engines like Google. If you want to drive millions of visitors on your website through SEO, you will need to spend a lot of time and money to hire content writers to be able to create a lot of content so that you can target higher ranking keywords. Instead of doing that, headquartered in Jaipur, Cardeco launched an internship program and asked people who are interested in learning content writing, content marketing, SEO, blogging, especially those who are passionate about automobiles and cars, could become a part of this internship. And those interns become their content writers. They could get their site ranked for lakhs of pages, which target millions of visitors. And interestingly, they got $1 million revenue through that. And instead of paying to content writers, they had a fee for this internship program. So that means like instead of having a cost center for content writers, they had a profit center for interns and still fulfill their objectives. And that's one of the reasons why they are valued $4 million today and raised over $85 million recently. You know, Ratan Tata has personally invested in them. Amit Jain, who runs Cardeco, who is the CEO at Cardeco, was Pradeep's classmate from IIT Delhi. Pradeep is the CEO of Digital Vidya. So they their team at Cardeco used to interact a lot with our teams at Digital Vidya. And while once a discussion with Amit, I myself get to know about their success, how they leveraged SEO, and that's why I thought of sharing that with you all. So you may be a small business or a large organization. Your customers may be small in India or abroad. You may be B2B or B2C. You may want to use social search, email. This medium actually works. Now, let's move forward and let's move forward to an exercise, which is how can you leverage Facebook advertising for lead generation and customer acquisition. So in online advertising, there are two large channels. One is Google. Of course, people know about Google advertising. Another is Facebook advertising, which has evolved a lot in last 1 year. And through this exercise, let's look, or let me open a poll in front of you first so that I get an idea what's your knowledge about Facebook. So I'm opening a poll in front of you. You guys need to tell me how many users above 25 years in India are on Facebook. So what do you think could be? I know many of you must not be knowing about that. Even once the first time I was doing this poll, I was also not aware about this number. So I just want you to just do a small guess. What do you think? And then we will see in real time what is the actual number. So just quickly complete this poll. So I could see 70% have already voted. So guys, just quickly complete this poll, and then I'll show you real time. That would be a hands-on exercise for you as well to explore how can you leverage Facebook advertising, as well as how can you check like what is the number of people are there on Facebook from India. So guys, last 3 seconds, then we'll move forward. So 3, 2, 1, go. Thank you everyone. So like people have given various numbers. Like people have 23% people have said it's more than 50 million, 45% have said 20 to 50. Let me hide this poll and show it to you real time. So just let me open my browser first. So this is the interface for Facebook Ads Manager. The URL for this is facebook.com/ads/create. So this is the URL. You can just open it yourself as well and check it on your own. So once you'll go into this page, you got to select as a marketing objective. So I am selecting marketing objective as traffic, and onto the next step, I'm just clicking on setup, add account, and continue. So whatever steps which I'm getting, I'm just clicking onto that and continuing with that. Then I'll land up on this page. So this page is the ads targeting page for Facebook. Now on this page, there is an option for setting up the geographies. I have India is already selected. Next is I'm doing age group selection. So I'm doing 25 plus till 65 plus is already added. So here comes the reach, total reach, which is more than 100 million, which is like 107 million people are there on Facebook. So that's the people who said like more than 100 millions have their answers correct. Now let's come back to our presentation. There are various options of targeting available onto Facebook, which is not available on Google Ads or any other advertisement platform. That's like you could target people with respect to their age group, their location, their gender, their relationship status. Given Facebook ads have all your social data. So that's the reason Facebook ads have been able to target people with respect to those data. People could target, or advertisers could target people with respect to people's social connections on Facebook. Okay, so Komal said there's voice is breaking. Does anyone else also experience the voice is breaking, or it is fine at your end? Fine, great, great. Sure. So that the next thing is like you could target people with respect to their social connections. You could target people with respect to their occupation, their education background, and all of that. Other than that, you could target people with respect to their interest and targeting behavior. So like you could target with respect to their interest in behavior, maybe like someone having their entertainment behavior, someone's family and relationships, someone having a fitness and wellness hobbies. You could target with respect to those targeting measures. You could target with respect to their hobbies, their shopping behavior, their digital activities, the which mobile phone they are using, which desktop browser they are using. You could target on all those fronts. So now I have an exercise for you all again. So that exercise which I just did was for me. Now this exercise is for you all. You got to open this URL, which is facebook.com/ads/create. I'm just putting this URL in your question section as well, so that you can just simply copy paste it from there. I have just placed it into their question section and chat section. You can just browse this page, go to this page, select marketing objective as a targeting, and the steps which I followed, you should follow all the same steps, and tell me the number of men about 25 years in Delhi on Facebook. So just take a couple of seconds, and I am also doing it side by side. So I'm just opening this URL, which is facebook.com/ads/create. Opening this URL, then going to this page. On this page, voice is breaking. Okay, let me check with another internet option which I have. Is it better now? Karthik, can you confirm? Mohammed, can you confirm? Is my audio better now? Okay, Subramanya, thanks for confirming. Great, that's fine. Like now, just quickly come into this activity, which is Facebook ads targeting. Just open this URL, facebook.com/ads/create. Go to this URL. Now select a targeting objective, as I have selected as consider marketing objective as traffic. Set up my account, click on continue, and then you'll come onto the targeting page, which is looking something like this. Apply your targeting options, 3 targeting options. You need to select men, you need to select 25 years old, and the third targeting option is location is Delhi. So out of these targeting, just implement that targeting options in here and tell me what is the reach number which you're getting in here, and share that number onto the question section. I'm doing it for Mumbai so that you also get an idea once again, but you got to do it for Delhi and let me know the number. So I'm doing it for Mumbai as a location, then age group 25 plus to 65 plus, and gender as men. For Mumbai, the number is 4.7 million. Now you got to tell me what is the number you are getting for Delhi. And this is a hands-on task for you to explore Facebook advertising. Malika has shared the correct number. Rohan, that's the wrong number. Check if you have the right targeting options. The 3 targeting options are in place correctly. Aditya got the correct number. That's correct. Okay, Zishan, I'm repeating the steps again. Just go to this URL, which is facebook.com/ads/create. Then from this URL, there is an option of marketing objective. Just select marketing objective as traffic, then just continue or whatsoever next step which you're getting. So click on set up my account or continue with whatever step you're getting. Then you will land up on this page. On this page, you need to do 3 type of targeting. One is location, which is like you need to select Delhi. Then next option of targeting is age group, which is 25 to 65 plus. Then finally gender as men. So follow these steps and tell me what number you are getting as a reach in here. For Mumbai, I have done it for you all, which is 4.7 million. Nitin, that's correct. That is the correct number. Shahid, that's the wrong number. Check if you have the right targeting or not. Subramanya, that's wrong number. You got to check. It would be somewhere around 5 million. So that's the guess which I'm doing to you. That's the hint I'm giving to you all. Srijit, that's not the correct number. Devika, that's the reach. So you need not to give me the number for this reach number. This is the reach, means like how many people would be seeing your ad on a daily basis. You just tell me what is the total reach from here. Okay, that's fine. Like many of you have got it correctly. Pooja, yeah, that's correct number. Let me show it to you on my screen. Guys, let's come back to my screen and I'll show it to you real time. Tulsi, right, that's correct number. So I'm deleting location from Mumbai and entering the location as Delhi. I already have age group as 25 to 65, gender as men selected. Pooja, that's correct number. The number which I could see the potential reach is 5.3 million. So if you would have this type of targeting and you wanted to run ads, you could reach out up to like 53 lakh people based out of Delhi from this ad. If you'll add more geographies like Delhi, if you'll add Gurgaon or Noida, the number would increase on its own. Now, if you would scroll down on this page, you would find various other options of targeting. You could target people with respect to the language they speak. You could target people with respect to other detailed targeting. For example, the demographics, their education level, which college they have passed out from, what their life events has been, are they married or single, what is their relationship status, where do they work, which company they work, what are their interest areas, what are their entertainment habits, what are their food and drinking habits, hobbies. Given like Facebook has the complete data of your check-ins, of your likes, of your dislikes. That's the way they have been using, and that's the power of Facebook advertising at this point of time. And it is like it's an early moving phase at this point of time. On Facebook, you could, if you haven't started exploring Facebook ads, I would recommend post this session, just the first thing you shall do is like explore Facebook advertisement. It's an immense way of targeting people. You could be selling like maybe a sports product or anything else. Your target audience is there on Facebook, and you can use the target options available onto the Facebook ads manager to whatsoever level of targeting you want to do. Right, that's fine. So guys, just complete wherever you are. Now let's jump back to our presentation. You could pause the session, you could bring as much depth as you want into this activity, and it doesn't matter like you getting the right answer or even getting the answer. All it depends is you knowing that you could do this, you knowing that this is possible, this kind of targeting is possible, and you could do it maybe in future. Great. So now let's jump back into our presentation. Just a second. So we have done this activity. More than that, you have, like, I've shown you various targeting options on Facebook. Another targeting option which is available on Facebook is called custom audience. You could target people with respect to uploading their databases or of emails and phone numbers. So let's suppose you have a huge database of your customers or some database which you already have. You can just simply upload that on the Facebook ads interface, and your ads would be visible to only those people whose email IDs and phone numbers matches with the email IDs and phone numbers they have registered on Facebook. So you could target specific people with respect to email and phone number. Another option is called retargeting, which I have already explained to you. You could reach out to people who have not taken an action you want them to take and show your ads to only your website visitors whom the segment which you want to show your ads. Now, let's jump into what are the exciting career opportunities into digital marketing. Now, you could be like, it was 2000 and 2001, there was a boom into IT industry. Who all entered into IT at that point of time could have accelerated their career really fast. Why? Because there was so much of demand and supply gap. There was a very little talent available, and that's the kind of opportunity which exists today into digital marketing. Earlier in 2000, people who did 6 months course could go to US and become like and do really well. In digital marketing, every week we have been approached by brands and agencies who wanted to hire digital marketing talent, and there are not enough people. That's one of the biggest reasons why you want to be a part of this industry today, not tomorrow. There are various other advantages. One of the kind of job you do, like if someone asks you, is Facebook allowed in your office? You could proudly say, that's my work, I'm being paid for that. Now, depending on your interest, there are three kind of job opportunities you can work. Like, you can either work in some agencies where you could be working with for various brands. You could go much deeper, more broader, and more outward to get variety of experiences. Or you could work with an individual brand, going deeper and broad. Or you could work with the platform companies like Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Adobe, and you can get different variety of experience. Now, depending on your experience, education, and most important, your skills into digital marketing, you get different titles and salaries. Someone who may not be even a graduate could start at an executive level with an experience of 0 to 1 year, earning somewhere around 1.5 to 4 lakh as a yearly package. Then they could move to specialist role, team lead role, strategist, and finally a digital marketing head, having 5 to 10 years of work experience, earning somewhere around 10 to 30 lakhs as an yearly package. This does not take into consideration to people coming from exceptional educational background, exceptional work experience, and most important, exceptional understanding of digital marketing. Those people working in large corporates, high growth startups, funded companies, and companies like Google, Yahoo, Twitter, Facebook even get more than 1 crore package in India. And that's really, really huge. And that's why you want to be a part of this industry today, not tomorrow. Now, I see a lot of questions on how can you realize this opportunity. Questions about our program. Before we move into active Q&A, I have a surprise and gift for all of you. Let me walk you through towards our digital marketing certification program. So as I shared, it is an instructor-led online course. The dates for our upcoming batches are 11th July, which is a Tuesday and Thursday batch. Then comes the Saturday, which is Saturday batch, which is starting from July 15th, and Sunday batch starting from July 16th. Timing for our upcoming batches on Saturday and Sunday is from 10 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. IST. There is 15 minutes break. 15 to 20 minutes break would be there on Saturday and Sunday batches. Then on Tuesday and Thursday, timing would be on evening, which is 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. with respect to IST timing. People who are there into this session from outside India geographies would have different timings, and you can get in touch with our training consultant. They will support you with their timing with respect to your cities. The duration of this program is 6 months. You have an option to complete this program in 3 months by participating into 2 parallel batches. We have 115 hours of live instructor-led sessions. The course curriculum comprises of 6 core modules comprising SEO, SEM, social media marketing, inbound marketing, email marketing, web analytics. With that, there are 20 plus specialization modules. So as earlier I shared, like there are core modules into digital marketing, which any person needs to know. Then there comes the specialization modules in the form of web designing, blogging, mobile marketing, affiliate marketing, growth hacking, how to sell digital marketing services, or even like we do specialization sessions from a perspective to help you create amazing career into digital marketing. In fact, like how to write your digital marketing resume, till how to sell your digital marketing services, how to, if you wanted to do something freelancing into digital marketing, how can you do that as well. So that's again covered in the form of special modules. We have 20 plus special modules. Then comes the experts plugged in. So the idea behind experts plugged in was like to invite industry guest speakers to take on sessions who are actually doing digital marketing and using digital marketing for their companies. In past, we have invited people like Umang Bedi, who is the MD of Facebook right now for India. Then like we have invited Virginia Sharma, who is the director marketing for LinkedIn. We have invited Amit Chen, who is the CEO of Cardeco, and similarly we have invited like 100 plus people in past as a part of experts plugged in, and there would be exclusive sessions of recordings as well as for the future sessions would be available for you all. The number of seats for these programs are very limited. So for 11th July batch, we have just 5 seats available. For July 15th, we have 7, and for July 16th, we have 6 seats available. Now, each module is priced at 11,900 plus GST. So if you participate in each of these modules one by one, you end up paying 84,252 rupees, including GST. But if you would participate into the complete program, which is the Certified Digital Marketing Master's course, you would have this course at a price of 58,882 rupees, including of all taxes. And we want you to learn hands-on each and every aspect. And with that, given I have shared without the special sessions, experts plugged in, another important element is what are the tools which are being used by digital marketers. So for that, we have special privilege of more than 75,000 rupees worth of digital marketing tools available for you all. Now, this is a joint certification between Digital Vidya and vSkills. vSkills is a Government of India initiative. It's a Government of India entity, and the certification would be from jointly but between Digital Vidya and vSkills. Now, this is a list of tools which you would be getting. You would be getting Amazon's web hosting tool, which is web hosting services, which is worth 6,600 rupees. Then there is SEO softwares, SEO management softwares, landing page softwares, social listening tools, social media analytics, and all of that. Now, we are proud of a lot of participants who have done our programs in past. The kind of people participate in our programs includes people who wanted to do really, really well in their career, including people like going abroad. For example, Kanchan, Raj, and Arun are doing very well in Dubai. Very, very senior people like VP Accenture, Director Microsoft regularly participate in our programs. Then people get regularly placed in India, like Shiba got placed in VLCC with 7 lakh package. Similarly, people got placed into TCS, Accenture, Sony. We ourselves have hired 2 of our alumni in last 2 months, one into sales team, another into our marketing team. Lot of business owners, entrepreneurs, co-founders of Travel Triangle team have been part of our trainings. This program helped them successfully leverage digital marketing. They have recently raised $10 million funding and doing really, really well. And people who are celebrities, politicians, and have backgrounds on all those fronts have also been participants of our programs. What kind of certifications people get? So you would get 6 certifications for each core modules on completion. Then you get your inbound HubSpot inbound marketing certification. We will help you qualify your AdWords certification, your advanced as well as your fundamental AdWords certifications. We will help you clear your Google Analytics certification as well. Now, let me help you visualize how can you realize this opportunity. You may be a student looking for a great career in digital marketing. You may be a professional who wanted to accelerate your career, which may be like switching your career into digital marketing, or maybe interested to do a freelancing work. Or you may be a business owner or entrepreneur looking for a business growth. First thing we do is we understand your profile, your background, your objectives. Now, the moment you register into the program, we will give you a learning management system account, because this would be an exclusive access for you all. All your sessions would be customized, and recordings of those sessions would be available for you into your LMS accounts. Then comes the first getting started session, which is again a very customized session for you all, getting to know what is your ultimate objective behind doing this program. And that would be the stepping stones for you again entering into digital marketing. And we want you to learn hands-on and practically everything. So first thing you would do is to create your own online presence in the form of blog or website. If you already don't have, if you are already an entrepreneur having your own website or already running your blog, you could work on that itself. But if you are not having your own, or you don't have any website or blog, we'll help you create your first online presence in the form of a blog and website, so that whatever you learn Subsequently, you are going to implement hands-on on your blog and website and see the results side by side, so that by the time you complete your program, you would have some tangible results available for you all. Whether it is SEO, search, or social, you would be implementing all those on your own blog or website. This program has 115 hours of live instructor-led sessions led by 20 industry experts, over 100 hours of hands-on practical assignments, exercises, and all of that. An exclusive access to research-based remote internship opportunity, V-skills and other industry certifications, and for all who wanted to get a placement support, we would have a dedicated placement cell who would help you all on those fronts. Some of you have asked me to show the learning management system account. So let me show it to you live. So this is the LMS account you would be getting. Here you would see all the recordings of your past sessions. Here you would have access to your course coordinator. This is the discussion forum. So you can get in touch with your co-participant, your trainers with the help of discussion forum 24/7. This is the list of, this is the panel of our placement cell. We list all the jobs which we get from the industry regularly on this platform. Then this is the list. This is a Digital Vidya online lab. So here you would find a lot of tasks, hands-on practical assignments and exercises combined in videos, text, visuals, and all of that, making it very engaging for you all to learn. This is a list of tools which I was talking about. We keep on adding the more tools. So if you would see, we have recently added this, again, one of the new tool as a push notification, and we keep on adding more tools into this panel. So that's about the tools and everything. Now, what I'm going to do is, while I'm answering your questions, I'm going to open this poll in front of you. I'm going to run this poll for me to know your interest in starting this journey of learning digital marketing with us. So I have launched this poll. Let me know your interest of starting your journey on learning digital marketing. We have batches open for July 11th, July 15th, and July 16th. And even after that as well. But I want you to choose the date, the very nearest, or just answer a simple question. When do you want to explore, when do you wanted to start your learning into digital marketing? I'm sure many of you are very much clear on learning digital marketing. That's the reason, like, I have more than 100 people still into this session with exploring about possibilities of digital marketing. I'm available for you all with respect to your any queries. I see many people have selected dates of 11th July. Some of you have selected dates after July 16th as well. I'm available. Talk to me. Why have you selected after 16th July? Are you clear? Like, if you're clear about learning digital marketing, I would recommend you to select as sooner date as possible. So I would give you guys some time to respond to this poll, and by the time I am taking on some of your queries. So Ashish has a question, like the question is, how can we do this program in 3 months? So let me clarify that question once again. As I shared, this program is of 6 core modules, and if you could do one module each month, it will take 6 months. But you have an option to do it in an accelerated way, which means, like, by participating into 2 parallel batches, choose Saturday and Sunday batch, or choose a weekday as well as a weekend batch. You should have at least 6 to 8 hours of time every week for doing your assignments and exercises for 2 modules, other than the time of your live sessions. So if you are someone who could take out separately 6 to 8 hours other than your live sessions, then you can opt for doing this program in an accelerated way of doing it in 3 months, because the real value of this course is there onto those exercises and assignments. I could see almost 65% have already completed the poll. I request all of you to respond to this poll so that I get to know about your interest into doing digital marketing course. Even if you're not interested into learning digital marketing, that's fine. I request you to just kindly respond to this poll. That's the most important thing for me. Another question many of you have asked is, I don't know anything about programming, coding, or technology. How could I be able to cope up? So great question, guys. Once again, you don't need to know anything in technology as a digital marketer. The maximum you need to know is HTML, which hardly takes 2 hours. We will take care for that as well. Otherwise, you don't need any technology knowledge for being a digital marketer. Similarly, there are questions about, I don't know about digital marketing. Can I start? Great question, Akshish. Again, you don't need anything in digital marketing when you start this journey. That's not even a prerequisite. Even there is no prerequisite for education. Even like you could be an engineer like the way I am. You could be from arts or commerce background. You could enter into digital marketing. I have seen people doing pretty well into digital marketing who are not even graduates. So that's not at all a prerequisite. So by now 72% have already voted. I'll give some more time, and I really want rest of you to just respond. Whatever your interest is, even if it's not interested, I want you to respond. Now let me answer Sushma's question, which is how did we enter into online as a medium to deliver this program? So great question, Sushma. So as I shared, we started a journey 7.5 years back. At that point of time, we used to do 2-day social media marketing workshop because our audience had a question, why social media? To address that, workshop was sufficient. But over a period of time, that objective got expanded from why social media to how digital marketing. It's not just social media, it's not just why, it has moved how do I do digital marketing. And we realized to deliver this demand into the market, we need to do a long-term course, and a long-term course like which should involve a series of ongoing sessions. Given the part of people who take these sessions, given the education is we talk about, and even education moving online, we thought why can't we consider online as a delivery of the delivery medium for these sessions. Anyhow, we were doing pilots since 2011, and over a period of time we discovered so many obvious advantages, and let me share all of that. One of the advantages, you don't miss even a single session when you are taking sessions online. You could be traveling anywhere in the world. Because it is online, you could attend it from anywhere. Then because it is online, you could save a lot of your precious time and money, which otherwise could go waste. Then the third important reason is that the duration, even though during the duration of your program, you're connected with your fellow classmates and trainers, whatever support you need is available with the help of your learning management system. Given it is an online, you get to learn from the diversity of your group, and that's the advantage of the online program. And given everything is online, the time between two sessions, where you could do assignments become most effective. You are able to do much deeper into your assignments. Now the biggest reason is this. As this program has expanded to over 20 modules, we realized for any one of our batch, we need somewhere around 15 to 20 program leaders. And we wanted to make sure we get the best program leaders to you. And that's not possible to get those kind of people available even in a single city. And that was the reason why in 2013, we completely shifted to online. That's also one of the reasons why today, at any point of time, we have almost 1,500 participants across 50 countries participating close to 50 parallel batches. And that's one of the reasons why to do this, why like today we are doing this session online. It's just for you to experience it yourself. Of course, your live session would be relatively more interactive. We keep a cap of not more than 30 people in a single batch. That's why those sessions would be much more interactive, relatively slower. But I hope you got an experience, an idea how online sessions are going to work, right? I could see 80% people have already voted. So what I'm going to do is I'm giving you last 5 seconds, guys. So all of you who have not voted to this poll, I request you to kindly vote. And then I have that surprise and gift available for you all. So guys, last 3 seconds for you all who have not voted. So 3, 2, 1, go. Thank you, everyone. Let me just close this poll. Great. So as I promised to you, I have a surprise for you all. So there are two areas. One is mobile app marketing, another is Facebook marketing, which in last 1 year have become really, really big. While we cover both of these in our CDMM program, based on the request of our participants, we realized we should create some advanced courses in both of them so that people can go to the next level and differentiate themselves among others. There are these two programs are 1 month each. Each is a master certification, and interestingly, we recently partnered with Facebook to jointly create this program. So on completion, you will get a joint certificate from Digital Vidya and Facebook. The fee for this program of mobile marketing is 21,112 rupees, including GST. And for Facebook marketing is 17,582, including GST, which combinedly becomes somewhere around 38,000. And as I see, like most of you looking to starting your journey in CDMM program, if you register by today 5 p.m. by paying in full for CDMM program, which is like 58,882 rupees, in that case, by paying, instead of paying 38,710 rupees as an additional for advanced courses, you just need to pay additional of 10,620 rupees for these advanced courses, which is making like the complete fee not 97,000 rupees but 69,502 rupees for you all. And there are just two conditions. One is paying in full and paying by 5 p.m. The reason is like that's how our team, that's how vSkills team, that's how Facebook team would get to know about your registrations on time. And you can do that by just simply going to this URL, which I'm posting in your question section. So just a second, I have posted this URL in your question section and into your chat section. So just go to this URL and post the session. Just go to this URL and you can complete your registration. Right, so that was the surprise I was talking about. I hope you like that. Now I'm going to give you, let's jump into the gift I was talking about. So now I'm going to give you the gift which earlier I mentioned in the form of LinkedIn task. So this is another opportunity. As I shared earlier, if you want to use LinkedIn for your career and business growth, your profile makes the biggest difference. This is the exercise which participants of our program do, and you have an opportunity to access that. Just go to this URL, which again I'm putting it in your question section and in your chat section. You can just simply copy paste it in your URL. I have placed it for you all. You can just simply copy paste this in your URL. Go to this URL, then register using Facebook or Google or LinkedIn, and that's it. Once you will register, you will get step-by-step instructions on how can you optimize your LinkedIn profile. So what I'll do is I'll give you guys some time. I'll give you guys a couple of seconds to complete this. Just go to this URL and quickly complete or sign up for this activity. So this is one of the tasks which participants of our program do. And once you are done with the sign up, confirm me onto the question section, and then we'll move forward. So I am also doing it side by side with you all. Just go to this URL. You have an option to sign up via Facebook or Google or LinkedIn, and confirm me once you are able to sign up. Once you will sign up, you will get step-by-step guide. How can you improve your LinkedIn profile? And you could see like there are more than 800 reviews on this activity, on this task. It's one of the top performing tasks for us. And while you would be doing this task, you will get a hands-on experience on how can you transform your LinkedIn profile. So guys, if you are able to do that, if you are able to sign up, kindly confirm me into the question section, and then we'll move forward. Can some of you confirm me? Thank you, Akshay, for confirming that you are able to sign up. Great. Are you guys able to reach on this URL and sign up? Because I don't see any of your responses. Okay. Okay, got it. Yes. Okay, great. It's asking for user ID and password. So you could, if you would open it on incognito window, you would be able to do that. I don't see URL, so this is the URL. I'm putting it again into the section. URL done. Thank you, Sarang. Thank you, Malika. Great. So now you guys would be start getting a series of mailers, a series of communications on how can you transform your LinkedIn profile. Saran, you can do that later on, post this session. That's fine. Thank you, Satyam. Thank you, Gaurish. Great. I see many of you have done that. Now let's move forward. Let's come back into our presentation. You guys could do it later on, post this session. Right, Pooja, you could do this post this session. Thank you, Vikram, for confirming. Great. So now let's come back to our presentation, and now that it's time for Q&A. There are two ways you could participate into the question and answer section. One is you can ask your questions into the question section. If you have already asked your question, in that case, don't worry, I will take those questions. And another option is you could come on microphone and I will unmute you and you could speak with me directly. For that, you just need to raise your hand, and if you have earlier raised your hand and you don't have any questions, I request you to kindly unraise so that I am not unnecessarily unmuting you. So since there are a lot of questions on the basic details, I am just opening this, or in fact, let me answer this question first with respect to the opportunity of digital marketing for people with years of experience, up to 2 years and more than 2 years. So if you are someone having like 2 years of experience, maybe outside sales and marketing, maybe into HR or finance or IT, it is okay for you to shift into digital marketing. It's the right time for you to shift into digital marketing. It is okay to lose out 2 years of work ex, because that's perfectly fine. It's because for creating a strong career into digital marketing and it's a right time for you, then it's okay. My personal suggestion is don't look for your first salary or first job. Even for me, my first salary was just 5,000 rupees, but my ultimate objective was to furnish my learning into digital marketing, and after that I'm doing pretty good right now. So don't look for your first salary or first job. This is an investment which you're doing for your career. For other people who could be like 2 years plus of work experience into non-marketing background, maybe IT, HR, finance, 2 or 3 are still on the borderline, but 4 to 5 or 6, 15 years of work ex, I would not suggest you to look digital marketing to immediately transition as a digital marketer. Because 5 years into HR or IT, then applying for a digital marketing role, you would be still considered as a fresher, and people who are looking to hire freshers would prefer someone else instead of you. So in that situation, what could you do? Why should you learn digital marketing? Let me answer that. Because a significant percentage of our participants fall in this category, there are multiple reasons for people learning digital marketing. One, you could do freelancing work, then doing a normal job. Second, you could be having an entrepreneurial dream, wanted to do something of your own. Digital marketing today is one of the core skills needed for any business owner. Thirdly, you could start playing a role as a digital marketer in your current organization. You may wanted to expand your profile. Like for example, people into sales and marketing, working into sales, you can start playing a role into digital marketing. Companies knowing that they have limited resources, many of the companies are open to other people from different industries or different departments playing a role, and then over a period of time it may be possible for you to switch. So I hope I'm able to answer this question with respect to the years of experience. Now, let me answer this question from a perspective of the profiles which people have. I'm sure you must be belonging from any of these profiles. You may be from marketing, from sales or IT or any other industry. So why do you learn digital marketing? Let me answer each of them one by one so that many of your questions would be answered collectively. So if you are a marketing professional with any years of work experience, digital marketing is a skill you got to acquire. It won't happen that digital marketing will replace traditional marketing. The role of digital marketing is only growing. Like if you're someone with 5 years of experience into traditional marketing and you have acquired digital marketing skills, it will make your profile very, very effective. You could position yourself as an integrated marketer. Organizations need people like this. Second thing, you could be into sales. 1 to 2 years, then switching into digital marketing is totally fine. 5 to 7 years into sales, and sales would definitely use digital marketing to generate leads, convert those leads, and to maintain relationship with your customers. That's the one of the reason why sales professionals should learn digital marketing. You may be from IT, or you may be like with 5 years of experience or even higher years of experience. Then in that case, you can go into a techno marketing role. Every IT service company today have a digital transformation wing. In that situation, digital marketing will help you transition into that. You may be from other backgrounds like HR or finance. In that case, some of the profiles which I even personally know use a lot of digital marketing. Like HR people can use digital marketing to be able to hire people for their organization. A lot of HR people are very, very active on digital marketing. I hope I'm able to answer that. Now, since some of you have asked about the basic details about the program, I'm keeping this screen open now so that like you have the details available in front of you. Now I'm happy to take your questions via microphone. So what I'm doing is I request you to just raise your hand if you have questions, and if you don't have any questions, kindly unraise your hand, because in that case I might unnecessarily unmute you. So I could see, let me start with Praveen first. So Praveen, I have unmuted you. You can go ahead and ask your question. So Praveen, are you there? Yeah, Praveen, we can hear you.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you explain even in dollars so it will be easy for international customers?
I didn't get your question. Can you repeat the question once again?
I'm saying that, can you explain in US dollars so
Okay.
people can understand it? Some people are from international also.
Got it. Got it. Thank you, Praveen. So you are talking about the pricing. So the pricing of this program is somewhere around 58,000, would be somewhere around $1,000, and like 50 or 60,000 is somewhere around 1,000 US dollars. Or what you can do is, for pricing point of view, I will ask one of our training consultant to get in touch with you, and he will share all these pricings of advanced courses as well as or of our the CDMM course in US dollars, so that your query around pricing would be answered directly from there. He will share a mail with all the pricing. I hope that would take care for post this session. He will drop you a mail for that. Right. So let me give someone else an opportunity. Let me ask Satyam. So Satyam, I have muted you. Yes, Satyam, go ahead. Ask your question.
Sir, can I work online from my home?
Exactly. Yes, you can work online. I have seen a lot of people working on freelance basis, given online marketing is like involves a lot of work sitting on your desktop, and a lot of companies give such flexibilities. If you're working full time, it totally depends on your manager, where you are working, and the working culture in which company you are working. But if you're working as a freelancer, and digital marketing offers a lot of freelancing objectives as well as a lot of freelancing jobs. So if you are someone who is working as a freelancer, you could work from home. I have seen a lot of, in fact, I started my career from freelancing. I used to do a lot of freelancing, and those were done from my home itself. Right. So I will give one more person opportunity to come on mic and ask your question. So I'm unmuting you, Kruti, so that you could ask your question on coming on mic. So Kruti, you could just Kruti, you are self muted from your end. You'll need to unmute yourself and then you can ask your question. Okay, I think there is some issue at Kruti's end. Let me unmute Pooja in that case. So Pooja, go ahead. Pooja, you are self-muted. Do you have a question for me? You have raised your hand, that's why I unmuted you. That's fine. So let me give opportunity to Minakshi. Minakshi, I have unmuted you. You can ask your question. Minakshi, can you hear me? Okay, there seems there is some issue at Minakshi's end. So guys, if you don't have any questions, so please unraise your hand. In that case, I might unmute you. So let me give opportunity to Anshima. So Anshima, I have unmuted you. Anshima, go ahead, ask your question.
Yeah, I wanted to know how can I work from home after doing this course, because somebody told me that if I have to become a digital marketer, I would require a person from the advertising agency to be, in coordination with. So how does that work?
Okay, so you mean to say how does online marketing works, and you wanted to work as an individual, or you wanted
Yes,
to
as an
work?
individual.
Got it. So as I shared, you could let me mute you first, and I'll respond to your query. So as I shared in one of my slide in here, let me show that slide once again for you. So as an individual, you have immense opportunity of working into companies. So you could work as as a digital marketer into an agency. So what agencies does is there are various brands. For example, Cadbury is one of the brand, Britannia is one of the brand, and there are numerous other brands, FMCG or software companies. Snapdeal is one of the brand. Snapdeal would internally have their internal digital marketing team, as well as they have an agency hired who is taking care of digital marketing initiatives. So you could either work on some of agencies, and once you are working on some agency, you would get to work experience on working with different various brands, or you could work with an individual brand. For example, me myself, I'm working for Digital Vidya as an individual brand. So I am taking care of complete marketing for Digital Vidya. I have agencies as a part, as a into bits and pieces. They work or hand support me on some of the tasks, but I'm the one who is the internal person for the organization. Then comes the third kind of an opportunity, which is like any tool provider company or companies like Adobe, Google, all of that, where you are actually developing the tools. The objective of that company is actually developing those tools, and marketers used to work on different stakeholding opportunities. So that's again an opportunity. These are more or less the broad distribution of job profiles which are there into the industry at this point of time for digital marketers. So I hope I'm able to answer that. So I could see right now time is 12:22. So what would be the best is I could take your questions from the question section. So if you have any questions, just post it into the question section, and I will take those questions from there. It would be much quicker, and I would take much higher number of questions from there. So Murli is having a question. I'm a freelancer developing database-driven websites. In what way the course could help me promote my business? Great, Murli. So you mean to say you are a freelancer and you are running your own business. So you are kind of an entrepreneur as well. So digital marketing could help you in a lot of perspectives. Digital marketing could help you in taking on a lot of new projects. Digital marketing could help you completing those projects successfully on various platforms, taking on if you wanted to take your entrepreneurship to the next level. Your objective may be like brand building, your objective could be lead generation. You can do that, fulfill that using digital marketing. And there are a lot of other aspects like you could do. Once you have skilled knowledge of digital marketing areas, you have knowledge about SEO, you have knowledge about email marketing, you could leverage on the fronts of retaining your customers, you could leverage on the fronts of upselling, downselling, all those fronts as well. So that's available once you have knowledge of digital marketing. Okay, so guys, I would request some time because I'm going through all your questions, so which your earlier responses have been. There are some questions in between as well. So it will take some time for me to curate and pick up the questions from there. So these are the responses for your FASOS activity, then Facebook activity. Okay, so great. So Ashutosh is having a question. I'm doing PGDM in marketing right now. So how will it help to me, I'm doing a set of marketing course, and I should do it after completion of PGD. So Ashutosh, what I would recommend is do it as soon as possible. We have done, and that's what I'm saying to you out of my personal experiences. So we have done in past training for IIM Raipur, and that's the feedback we got from there was the students who participated in our programs got much higher number of interview calls versus people who have not. So given like you are already into the campus, you would anyhow, I'm not sure it is your first year or second year, but if this program, by the time you would be doing this program, anyhow you would be opting for placements from your campus, you would have much higher chances for getting much higher package versus any other candidate. You would have that as a differentiating, given you're studying marketing. I'm sure you have like studied about point of differentiation, point of parity, so that you could bring for your profile if you are doing if you have skilled knowledge about digital marketing. So that's possible. So Goresh is having a question. I want to have a classroom session. So Goresh, see, there are a lot of differences between classroom as well as for online. I'm sure they are both have its own benefits and advantages as well as disadvantages. But given I shared like the experience of online delivery, we have been doing online courses from last 4 to 5 years, and we are doing pretty good. We are getting one of the best reviews on our programs. People are liking our programs instead of offline programs. And as I shared in this session, there are a lot of benefits of online program. You would have access to all the sessions. Even if you miss any of the sessions, you would have the recording of that session. The most important thing, which like I won't go into much detail what other benefits are, but the most important feedback which I even personally like is this program would have more than 20 modules individually, and each module would be taught to you by an individual expert into that industry, into that domain. You won't find that available into an offline course. Offline course companies, which are they are doing is they are hiring full-time employees, and the single person would be taking your email marketing course, the same person would be taking your inbound marketing course, the same person might be taking your affiliate marketing course. How can a single person could be an expert of all? So that's the reason we have designed our program. Each module is taken care by industry experts, and we pay really well to these experts. These industry experts are the experts into that industry. I have shared with you, like as a part of guest sessions as well, we invited people like Virginia, who is some head of marketing at LinkedIn. You won't find that kind of a audience. You won't find director of Facebook taking on your session live as a part of an industry expert plugged in session. So that's available online, and that's why I would recommend you to consider online as a medium delivery, and get in touch with our training consultant. He would resolve further queries. Sanjit is having a question. I'm a banking professor with 17 years of banking experience. Can this course accelerate my career, or what can I expect as a pay package after this course? So Sanjit, given you have 17 years of work ex, I would not recommend you to consider entering digital marketing full-fledgedly. Instead, you could learn. I know a lot of bankers. I have a lot of bankers in my family as well. They have a lot of spare time. So what you can do is, or they can you could extract some of this your spare time. What you can do is, over a period of time, maybe 6 months, you could learn this program and started developing your freelancing services. And eventually, maybe like if you have an entrepreneurial dream, you could start something of your own, maybe after 6 months or in the phase of your program. So that's an opportunity for you to learn. If you are looking for a package or a service working into digital marketing, I would not recommend you to consider that, because 17 years of banking experience would not be considered into digital marketing. That's why consider this as an additional thing, and eventually over a period of time, if you have gained more skills and expertise, maybe 1 or 2 years, you could even consider of starting something of your own, or then shifting into digital marketing. Instead, there as well, like positioning yourself as an integrated marketer rather than a digital marketer, because your 17 years of work experience is very critical on those fronts. I hope I'm able to answer that. Sarang is having a question, responding maybe a few months later or next year. So Sarang, the opportunity is right now. The industry is at boom at this point of time. the bubble has already about to burst. There are a lot of jobs right now into the industry, and if you have experts and expertise at this point of time, it would be much easier for you. Otherwise, you would find a lot of people would be joining the race next year. Okay, Satyam, I have already responded. You could work online. Anushka is having a question. Can I pay fee in EMIs? That's available, Anushka. You could do in form of 2 EMIs. And in fact, like I would recommend you to take, if you're considering including the advanced courses as well, in that case, the condition is paying in full. But you could take bank's EMI. If you have any credit card, you could do you can take EMIs from the bank directly, and you can get in touch with our training consultant. They will help you. How can you do that? Okay, so question is, Aditya is having a question. Does the 3-month batch have different fees? No, there are no different fees for the 3-month batch. The fee remains the same. Thus, the fee which I shared with you all. Let me open it once again for you. This is the fee for our CDMM program. If you wanted to do the advanced courses, you would need to pay additional 10 to 11,000, and that's the fee even if you do it 3 months or 6 months, as of your wish. Okay, Goresh, I could not see your question. Can you just write down your question once again to the question section, then I'll take it on. EMI facility, I have already mentioned. Mohammed. Okay. Pushpanjali having a question. Are EMI options available? So see, Pushpanjali, I've just answered. Anushka, yes, I have answered that question. Yash is having a question. Do I need anything with me while I'm being trained? So Yash, you just need a laptop and good internet connection. That's it, what you need. And of course, a mobile as well, smartphone if you have, that would be great. So these 3 things are very much needed for a digital marketer. You could just go on to Goa, you could go on Manali, you could stay wheresoever you are traveling. No worry around that. You can take on your sessions if you have your like these 3 things available, and that's very much needed for any marketer. Okay, Shally is having a question. What if we have doubts later on and after the class, do I get any kind of support? So pretty good question, Shally. So let me answer that in very full-fledged manner. So as shared with you, you would get access for your LMS account. You would have access for a dedicated 24/7 access for a forum. So this is the access. Here you would have an access for a discussion forum. You could post your queries onto discussion forum. Co-participants, trainers would respond to your queries from there. Now, let's suppose you complete this program in 6 months, and post like after maybe 1 year you have any of the queries. In that case, what we do is we provide this LMS account to you for the lifetime, not just limited to the 6 months or a year or so. So that's our promise to you, to help you learn and leverage digital marketing in a full-fledged manner. So once you join Digital Vidya, you joined it for forever. So even in future, if there are any updates into Facebook or in any other platform, that would be available to you via your learning management system account. So at any point of time, if you wanted to revisit any of the module, you would have your recordings, the recording of the session which you did in the past, as well as the latest recording of that specific module would be updated in your module, in your learning management system. So we will, I know, like, and given that's where our expertise comes into picture, we have been training a lot of people in last 7 to 8 years, and we know what could come between in your learning. So that's why we have taken every step to make sure you getting the best value out of this program. So all these questions of logistics would be very much taken care of. Even in past, I have personally approved many of the students who wanted to review their program once again. For example, you do your Facebook advertising, or you have done social media marketing course, and after 3 months or 4 months, you wanted to review it once again. That happens surely on approval and availability of seats. But yeah, I have in past approved many of our participants on those fronts. I hope I'm able to answer that. Odisha is having a question, if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Sir, after doing this course, what would be the ROI? I mean, what would be the starting package can I get? I'm residing in Chandigarh. Any idea on how much I can make in this career? I shared with you what are the different packages people get into this industry. If like depending on your work I'm sharing that slide once again with you. This is the package which like your skills, your expertise matters a lot for sure. But the most important is the most important is like what differentiation you could provide your organization. And that's where your package would be decided. People earn even higher than this package. People working in Google, Microsoft, Adobe, earning something more than like nearly 1 crore of package, and that's available for digital marketers at this point of time. Srijit, is there batches before July 11th? So July 11th is the nearest batch. The reason is, if you register today, you would start getting the learning management and all the details, which are, we will start preparing you for the 11th batch. So you can just register today itself, and your LMS account will be created, and other getting started session would be planned, and all those information will be given to you accordingly. Okay. Sunana is having a question. If we are if we are not a creative writer, still we can opt for this course. Exactly, you can opt for this course. So I know a lot of people, if you're a creative writer, you could go for content marketing as a stream or email marketing as a stream. But if you're not a creative writer, you could even develop that, but you have options, a lot of options. Like you can go for social media marketing, you could go for social SEO, and a lot of native advertisements and all of that have been evolving a lot in this industry in recent time. I am a Okay, I have taken this question. Sarang, I have taken this question already. Gaurish, I want to know about classroom sessions, if you guys provide any. Gaurish, you can get in touch with our training consultant. They would help you on this question. Okay, so Zishan, contact information. So Zishan, you must have received any of our mailers. So you can just respond to any of those mailers, or there is a phone number given on our website. Let me share that with you all. You post the session, you can just call on this phone number, which is Digital Vidya /contact us. You will find 800 kind of a phone number. You can just call us, and our training consultant team will get in touch with you immediately. So this is the phone number which is there on the website. So I'm just putting it again for all of you. You can just post the session, just call us on this number, and my training consultant team will get in touch with you and respond you all those friends. Okay, Manish is having a question. We are women ethnic wear brand in Mumbai, launching our e-commerce site, and my ongoing work will need to plan before taking up course. Therefore, selected dates of after July 2016. So Manish, what I would recommend is select a date which is earlier. You may at point of time, like we provide you flexibilities at, let's suppose you do one module and you wanted to take a break for some times, you can take a break for some times and eventually come back after like a week or so, and you would be added to a next upcoming batches. So that's kind of opportunities, that kind of positions are available for you. Why I'm telling you is select the nearest date. The idea is like you start your journey into learning digital marketing immediately. I see like you still like almost 80%, 80 people are there into this session. I know you guys are very serious about learning digital marketing, and I don't want you to let go this motivation. The most important thing in our life is we think of doing it someday, and that someday would never come. But if you're clear that digital marketing is something what I'm passionate about, it is something what could change, alter my career, I recommend you to just start your journey of learning digital marketing immediately. Otherwise, that someday would never come. So that's what my invitation to you all. Vijay is, I'm a software engineer, 9 years of work ex, IT industry as a developer. The right thing to do, is this the right thing to do a digital marketing, or better continue my old technology only? So great question, Vijay, and many other also have something similar question. Let me respond to you as for our IT professionals. So Vijay, a lot of jobs have been evolving into tech marketing role in recent time. Digital India movement, Make in India movement, and like supported by government, digital has evolved a lot. Technology companies are creating transformation, digital transformation wings, which are actually creating digital strategies for their brand. And these companies don't actually know at this point of time how do they do that. There is a huge demand, as I mentioned earlier, there's a huge demand and supply gap into the industry. And that's where if you having 9 years of work ex into IT, having a knowledge of digital marketing, you could position yourself as a differentiator versus others. There are a lot of techno marketing roles, like marketing automation is one of that. People visiting your website, then what actions they are taking. There are a lot of data, insightful decisions which companies need to take, and they need IT professionals for implementing, as well as having those understanding. Even if I would say, for product marketing, product marketers, this like I have seen companies, Make My Trip and all of those companies has a compulsion of, even in Infosys, to a specific wing, they have a compulsion of having digital marketing as a primary knowledge for being a product manager. So that's again for you as well to look for a perspective. And again, finally, very important, like many of us has that entrepreneurial dream. I had once in my life, and maybe in down the line in next 5-4 years, I would start something of my own once again. So if you have some, or if like not just limited to Vijay, any one of you have an entrepreneurial dream of doing something of your own in your life, digital marketing is the core skill needed. If you wanted to do something of your own, you got to acquire this skill to crack that. I hope I'm able to respond to your query. Okay, I am okay. Srijit, sorry, dates got wrong. Srijit, you can just inform your training consultant and they will help you for the right dates, because seats are very limited. So you can just get in touch with them immediately. I have just passed out my board exams. Can I get into this program? Can I get job after completing this course? Yes, I have seen people who have just done, who have not done graduation as well, who have just passed out of 12. They are either doing freelancing work, or they are either doing a lot like side-by-side jobs. So that's available via digital marketing. But for that, you got to acquire digital marketing knowledge first, and then only you could work in some organization or something like that. Okay, Satyam, I have already responded from a perspective of a student. Why should he learn digital marketing? I gave you example of I am Raipur. I have personally got a feedback from students, like the people who did our programs got much higher interview calls versus people who have not. Right. Okay. Okay. So Anushka has having question: does Digital Vidya provide 100% placement? So we provide 100% placement support. We cannot guarantee placement to you, because that's at the end of the day intercompanies call and your performance into the interview. But as an organization, we would take care of, one is your learning, second is how to crack interviews, and finally third is connecting you to the right interviews. So we will support you getting interview calls, but cracking the interview would be all up to you. I am into profession of content writing. Would it be a right choice? That's the question for Shelly. Shelly, that would be the perfect choice. The reason is content marketing. Just go onto Google and search for content writers and content marketing, or just go onto Naukri.com, search for content marketing jobs. You could transform from not just restricted to content writing, but you can shift into content marketing as a whole. And a lot of companies are doing that. And just to share with you, and to many other, I have been able to transform digital marketing for Digital Vidya in last 6 months. In last 6 months, my website traffic has just doubled. The reason was all through content marketing. The kind of content we produce has transformed. I gave you example of Kardeco. They have been able to transform everything around content marketing. And Shelly, great opportunity. You are already into content writing. I'm sure you must be writing pretty good. If you have that insights of a marketer and then you're writing that, you could have immense results, and that would provide you extra edge, the next level of your growth in your career. I hope I'm able to respond to your questions correctly. Is possibility of freelance? Pooja, I have already responded this query of freelancing. Lot of opportunities for freelancers. Banking, Sanjit, I have already responded. Tosif, software engineer, please tell me this course is good for me or not. Tosif, I have just responded to Vijay. He is also an engineer, experience in IT professionals, having like 9 years of work ex. If you have work ex more than like 5 years or 6 years, you could consider digital marketing as a new avenue for you to explore for your career. Okay, Harish is having question. Is it a basic level of course enough to fetch you a job? Harish, this is not a basic level of course. This is a very in-depth program. and the depthness of program would come in the form of assignments and projects. If someone of you wanted to join this program and could not take out time for assignments and projects, in that case, I would not recommend you to go to this course. The reason is your core learning would come. You could do videos, you can watch videos on YouTube, and various other companies could offer you this program in just 5,000 or even lesser price. The primary thing is this program is customized for you. We will make sure you get an amazing career in digital marketing, and that's where we will bring you forth till the job. What are the industry requirements? We will help you make sure you are taking care for that. I work as a customer service for Dell EMC. Do you think I can be a part of this program? Yes, you can. You can. A lot of companies like who are into customer service are taking care of digital marketing. In fact, if I would say share with you, we have trained the whole, not right now, but we have trained the Dell's customer support team based out of Hyderabad, like maybe Hyderabad or Bangalore, I'm not sure, but maybe a couple of years back, their complete customer support team. And on a similar way, we have trained a lot of similar companies. For HP, we have done a lot of trainings, corporate trainings for them, for their senior marketing and CMO profiles. Right, so guys, the time is 12:46 already. I know I still have a lot of questions for you all. So those of you who wanted to leave, they can leave. But I request you to give me just 10 more minutes so that I can quickly complete all your questions, and then we'll close the session. So I'm 20 years BCom graduate. Digital marketing helpful? I have already responded. Yes, it is. It could be very much helpful for students. Course cover training, content writing for blogs. Murali, we would not help you writing content, but we will help you select the right blog. We would help you blogging as a module, super blogging as another module, and that would be covered into the form of specialization module. Okay. Minakshi, your question is, which one is more effective, online or classroom? I would say online. If you'll ask me 5 times, I would say online. Reason is online would have so much flexibilities. It would give so much time to you to just practice and do things on your own. Okay. Okay, Tausif has mentioned 3 years of work into Java. Tausif, I would recommend you 3 years is still on the borderline. Just start your learning on digital marketing immediately. By the time 6 months or an year, you could start working onto techno marketing roles, and you could even shift to complete digital marketer profile down the line in next 1 year or so. So that's possible for you with your profile, right? So I am currently, okay, I have already taken this question. I have already taken. Okay. Okay, so I could see a lot of repeated questions now. Anshum is having a question. What is the salary for SEO guy who has worked on his own website 5-6 months without working in any of the company? Tell the salary range of Delhi and Lucknow. So Anshum, it totally depends which company you are working on, and I would not recommend considering SEO as the only stream, because in SEO I have personally seen people not earning much. But what industry demands at this point of time is not just the SEO knowledge, but the integrated role as a digital marketer. If you have the complete knowledge of digital marketing, not just restricted to SEO, and like a lot of things into SEO has been outdated at this point of time. So for you to become a digital marketer, you got to acquire each and every aspect of digital marketing. And for a digital marketing executive, 6 months of work I have shared onto this slide. Like, this is the range of salary you could expect. That's the stats for Metro. I'm not too much sure about Lucknow, what are the opportunities in there, but yeah, it would be somewhere near about this range only. Okay, so Harish is having a question regarding remote-based internship. So I will very briefly give you answer to this question. Is like, while you would be doing this program, you would be working on to various aspects of digital marketing. So, so one of the aspect, like in the form of a remote internship module, you could select one of the topic, and you could do a research onto that. You could create a case study around that, and that case study would be published on Digital Vidya website, subjected to it qualify all the criterias of grammar correction and all of that. Once it qualifies all those criterias, those reports in the form of a blog post, which would be created by you itself, would be published on Digital Vidya on the authorship of your name only. So that's again a accomplishment you could get out of this program, out of this internship. And that's an additional, if you opt to do that internship, you can do that as a part of the CDMM course. There would be additional certificate which you would be getting that in this internship, and it is free of cost. It is available only to our participants, nobody else. So that's available. Sorry for joining late. Can I get to know all again? Ajay, not possible. You would get the recording of this session post this session. If I am enrolling this weekday session later, can I change it to weekend session? Absolutely, you can do that. You can change your batch timing at any point of time. You can get in touch with our training consultant. They will help you on all those fronts. I'm an HR consultant. If it's my own firm, how digital marketing will help me? Nakul, it will help you a lot. Given you are an entrepreneur, a lot of HR companies are doing digital marketing. Look for your company, like competitors. Look for even HR companies like which are like in Delhi NCR. There are companies like Lux HR is a company I know about. My refers who have evolved in last couple of years with the help of digital marketing, and you can do something similar, even better than those companies. So that's possible. How much of hands-on exercise will there be? 3 months. Every week there would be 3 hours of session, 3 to 4 hours of live sessions, and more than 3 to 4 hours of hands-on exercise which would be given to you timely. So that's the answer, Ajay. Okay. I think I have responded to all the questions. I have covered almost all the perspectives of joining digital marketing as a career opportunity or about our program. So okay, so Harish is having a question. What if selecting right models such as, okay, so Harish, what I would recommend, so that is a part of our CDMM program. Once you will enroll into this program, we will understand what is your objective. That's where our expertise comes into picture. The panel of our experts would recommend you to start with which module first and then how to go about with your course. So that would be available and would be taken care of once you will join the course. Great. So I see the time is 12:52. We are already running out of time, and I could see some questions again pumping up. So guys, what we can do is we can take your questions offline. What you can do is you can just get in touch with your training consultant, and I'm sure you must have received mails from us. You can just get in touch with our training consultant, and they will respond to these queries one-on-one on phone. So that would be taken care of from that. So let me take just last query from Anshuman. So he has asked, if a person is having all the basics knowledge of all aspects of digital marketing, then can he go through specialization or any one of the fields and not like SEO? So Anshuman, it is always good to, what I usually recommend to our participants is go through all the core modules one by one. So that's a compulsion. And there is a criteria for V-Skills exam as well. So V-Skills is a Government of India entity, and they have a criteria. You got to complete 70% of your live sessions plus 70% of your assignments. That's a criteria for them, for you to qualify the exam and sit on the exam, in fact. So that's the thing. Now, in terms of specialization modules, you could choose as many specialization modules as you want. Out of that's 20 is the list at this point of time, and we keep on adding more items to that list depending on what industry demands. So that's available and would be taken care of. After completing this course, we will just be executives or specialists. So Ajay, it depends on your work-ex. So if you have been able to perform really well over a period of 6 months, you could even like hire the position of specialist or as an analyst, depending on your other parameters like your work-ex and all your salary, which you have been drawing at this point of time and as of in future. So that's answers all of your queries. I hope I'm able to answer your queries. So that's where we can close this session. I hope you all got real value out of participating in this session. Many of the people have already left. That's fine. So I wish all of you to have great career into digital marketing. Keep learning digital marketing, keep growing your businesses, keep growing your career. All the very best. Let's close the session. Bye bye. Take care. Have a great weekend ahead. Take care. Bye bye. Bye bye, Jay. Bye bye, everyone. Take care.